My name is Kasabe and welcome back to Retro Bowl Season 2. Last season we made things a little bit too easy on ourselves, went 17-0, won the Retro Bowl. Wasn't really that much opposition from the computer. This season things are different. We've changed to extreme difficulty, which I personally have never done before. I've always played on the highest dynamic difficulty, but I've never made the leap to extreme. So I figured this would be a good time to record some good gameplay and also adjust to the 5-star all-around teams from here on out. And here's a look at our roster. So last season we had some offensive weapons with Abdul Wagner at quarterback, Gus McCain at running back, Madison and Zamort at wide receiver. We finally have a tight end on our roster, which is Damon Ficken, who isn't very well rated right now, but I mean, having a star tight end is going to help us on extreme regardless. And our best player right now is Vita Zettel, our offensive lineman. I've done a little bit of research on extreme and I found that offensive linemen don't matter a whole heck of a lot, so he might be some trade bait for later, but since he's cheap right now with his contract, I think that's fine for now. And then defense is the main question mark. Kind of does like a roll based on some of your defensive players, your coordinators. So our defense is only 3.5 stars, which is, I mean, pretty favorable considering that our best player is only 3 stars. And we go to our front office, our coordinators are only half a star each. I mentioned in the last video I might look out for a staff hire on defense, but it would cost a lot of the coaching credits that we currently have, plus we'd have to sign them to a multi-year contract. The only one that's maybe worth considering at this point in time is JJ Kappa, who's 3.5 stars. We'll keep our eyes open. It refreshes every couple weeks during the regular season, but we'll see how it goes first. I mean, it might just be an offensive shootout, which is fine, but I have no idea how these first few games are going to go. Plus, with the coaching credits that we do have, we'll have to upgrade our stadium, training facilities, stuff like that, so our players aren't gassed out by week 6. But without any further ado, we're playing the Seattle Steamers week 1. And here goes our first extreme game here. We're actually able to hold on defense to start out, so we'll have the ball at the 35. Here goes Gus McCain for his first run. Only gets 3 yards. Not going to break a lot of long touchdowns, that's for sure. Honestly, was just about to air that out into the middle for incomplete to avoid the sack, but Madison's able to come back for the ball. There goes McCain. Not quite a first down, and like I said, the defense is going to catch up quick, so we're not going to have a lot of long runs. We're just going to have to go for the short gains where we get them and take the first downs when we can. This one will move us into, well, close to scoring range. Pinter's not got the greatest range in the world, but here we are inside the 30. McCain will get the first down inside the 25. I've played some 5-star defenses in my time. It's just a matter of getting used to playing them every single game. I mean, it might blend a little bit better after all is said and done, which may help us out. Incomplete on 3rd and 2. I'm going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. There goes McCain. Can he make it to the end zone? Not quite. That guy covered the pylon corner fairly quick, and our drive has been 1.5 minutes in the making. We're inside the 5 on a 1st and goal. McCain's going to get to about the 1.5 yard line, but not quite there. I'm actually going to hand this off and go to the outside, and there we go. McCain's in for the score. Our first touchdown on extreme comes on the first drive. And I missed the extra point. Of all the things that could go wrong, I'll take that. So our defense holds again. Been very lucky so far, especially with that missed extra point. I mean, if it is truly an offensive shootout, you'd expect them to score a touchdown with the extra point every single time. There's McCain's longest run of the day at 12 yards. Wagner's going to have to tuck this one and run inside the 25. Just the main thing to get used to is the coverage. Since we have a couple fast receivers, we're also going to have to throw it a bit sooner, or at least take off from the pressure with Wagner. The good thing is he's got some wheels at the very least. There's our first completion to Zamort. I think he got the first down. Yes, he did. All right, can we get Madison on the streak pattern? No, we can't. The blitz comes, and it's a sack. Ficken across the middle. That's his first touchdown, and it comes with 20 seconds left in the first half. See if I can time my extra point a bit better this time. Yes, indeed. So 13-0 into the half, and we get the ball. So we can really make some some progress here and towards extending the lead. Wide receivers just haven't been very involved so far. There's Zamort across the middle. Nearly read the route a bit wrong, but he's able to catch up and adjust. See if we can get Madison on the button hook. That's a gain of 9. First deep ball opportunity for Zamort. The defender was just a hair behind, and we take those. Inside the 25. McCain breaks a tackle, gets a gain of 17. That's going to be a first and goal from inside the 10. Look at the replay. I also learned that you can slow down the replay by holding on the screen, which is super cool. See if we can get Ficken out to the outside again one more time. There's his second touchdown of the day. We need to level him up pretty quick. Get that speed up a little bit. And the extra point will put us up 20-0. I think from here on out, even if our defense lets up some scores, we should be fine. And yes, we do eventually give up the touchdown. So 11 seconds left in the third. Our defense finally allows a touchdown. Oh my goodness, Ficken just broke 2 tackles, but he's going to be way too slow for this defense. And after a gain of 32, our longest gain of the day, Ficken is taken down around the 30-yard line. From here, we can just kind of do some handoffs to McCain. Actually, we were at 35. I misspoke. Just do some handoffs, hold on to the ball, run some clock. Maybe get some first downs. We just don't want to give Seattle too many opportunities to get some scores. Of course, Ficken fumbles the football. His strength category isn't very high as well. Seattle's driving down the field, scores a touchdown, but do not get the onside kick. Don't have very many fumbles, but that could be a killer late in the game. There's McCain inside the 15. Field goal for some extra measure. And we win this one by a score of 23-14, so we extend our winning streak from last season with the jump to extreme. 23-14, you get a look there against Seattle. 5 stars on both offense and defense. I wonder if the XP goes up a bit higher with extreme. I'm actually not sure. I'm just going to criticize the coaching. I mean, it's not going to be here for very long. Doesn't matter if he's too happy or not. So yeah, the XP totals, I mean, only a couple guys were rated a 10 out of 10 for that match, but it doesn't look like we have too much of a difference in XP levels. And would you get a look there? All of our divisional foes actually won to start off the season. So we are tied in the AFC West at 1-0 apiece, and our next game will take us against California, who actually beat in the Super Bowl this last year. So we'll see if they're able to get some payback after last season. They're coming back stronger with that 5-star offense and defense. McCain, ooh, he's got some moves. That little last dodge right here was something special, right? Boom. I don't pull that off too often. Give him the handoff again on the second play of the day. Gets the stiff arm for a gain of 6. A little short pattern since the defense was playing back. That will get us the first down inside the 40. I just realized Ficken didn't really get that much XP last game because of the fumble, even though he had 2 touchdowns, so we'll have to make up for that again. There he is. Almost gets the first down at about the 15. Wagner's going to take this one on the ground to the 11-yard line. See if we can get Madison on the streak route. Actually, he's going to come back and get this one for the touchdown. The defender went a little bit too far. Not quite the designed route, but it works for a touchdown. I think that's Madison's first of the season. And we're up 7-0 early. Defense lets up the touchdown, but California misses the extra point. So we have a 1-point advantage. They'll probably get that back with a 2-point opportunity try on the next possession. There's another short pass for 5. So that'll get us closer to the first down marker. 3rd and 2. McCain's going to cut this one out to the left, breaks a few tackles, and gets out near the 50. Let's do a little short throw to McCain here. Sometimes you can run the ball on those little ones off to the side, but if you delay it even just like a half second before you throw it to him, the defense drops back that extra step. Then you can get a few more yards on the play by doing so. Did it again there for a first down. But there we go with some more on the next play to about the 25. I'm actually going to see if I can both score but also run out the second half here. Play the clock a bit smart. 45 seconds to go. I meant to turn that backwards to run. Doesn't work, but Ficken with the blitz is going to be open on this play. Inside the 10, first and goal with about 30 seconds left in the half. Madison across the middle. There's his second touchdown of the game, and the extra point will put us up by 8 if we convert. There we go. So we're at halftime. California gets the ball to start. Stalls out at the 15. I'm not sure what happened there. I guess I skipped ahead too fast to see if we got the ball on a turnover or a missed field goal or something like that. McCain snags that one away from Zamort. Gets close to the first down. Just going to do a little QB option here with Wagner to the 30. Ficken breaks a few tackles, gets the first down for a gain of 12. They're covering on the deep pattern. Go to Zamort here. Out to the 45. Madison on the streak route across the middle. It's tipped and caught by Madison. Good defense there. He was right on top of him even after he curved towards the middle of the field. There's Madison again to the 20. That'll end the third quarter. And again, we can just kind of choose some clock. Even a field goal here puts us up by 2 possessions. Ooh, there goes McCain for a first down. Gain of 10. He's still been breaking a few big runs so far. Little dump off pass. Gonna get close to the pylon, but not quite inside the 2. And he'll punch it in on the next play with the diving score. Minute and a half remaining for California to try and get a couple touchdowns. I think it said Swain forced the fumble, so our defense is actually doing a lot better than I thought they would with the rating that they have, or the rating of our coaches. Holding California to 6 points here, and we can just kind of take care of the rest of the clock on offense, provided we don't fumble or anything like that. 30 seconds to go. Ficken's open to the 15. Down to about the 10 as time is starting to expire. And there is Madison for his third touchdown of the game with 11 seconds to go. That'll be the dagger for this one. Beat California in the Super Bowl, and we beat them again on Extreme to end week 2. 28-6 is your final score. And again, all of our divisional opponents also won, so there's going to have to be some divisional battles eventually. But for now, everybody is 2-0. Looks like Wagner leveled up here, so we're going to put up his arm strength just a bit more. And having that little extra strength on the streak patterns might be enough to break away from the 5-star defenders. We'll have to see. Still the same coaches, just wanted to check here in week 3. As now we play the other California team, Los Angeles Lions, who are also 2-0 on the season. Actually, I think they're in our division. So this is the first divisional battle of the season. Wagner will go back to pass and gets McCain across the middle for a gain of 19. Blitzes are also really easy if the tight end goes out for a pass. Like, he is open every single time. Like, here he is again. Dive forward on that one so he doesn't fumble. We're inside the 35. I like McCain's like speed, obviously, but sometimes him just breaking those tackles just prolongs his route so much more. Madison got tangled up with the receiver there, is able to adjust for a gain of 7. The fact that McCain is only in his second year and he's almost reached his 5-star potential is going to be absolutely nutty. That throw was a little bit further out than I anticipated, but McCain's able to catch it. We're inside the 5, 2nd and 3. We got Zamora in the end zone. Defender was a bit slow, and that is a touchdown. Los Angeles drives down the field. They also missed the extra point, just like California did last week. So for the second consecutive week, we have a 7-6 lead early on in the game. I love the fact that Wagner can travel. Even just getting those 6 or 7 on a dead play is wonderful. Madison on the button hook eludes a couple defenders before being knocked out of bounds at the 35. Now we have Ficken. Nice block there by Zamort as we get close to the 20. Once again, we might just be able to score right before the end of the second quarter. McCain breaks the tackle. Ooh, and eludes another defender and gets inside the 3. 30 seconds to go. See if Wagner can get this one with his legs. That last defender came up hard, but Wagner was just able to cross for the touchdown in time. And again, we have a 14-6 lead with just a little bit of time in the second quarter. Plus, we'll get the ball here. Zamort on the little crossing pattern for 5 yards. Extends the play, gets 16. Yeah, so far a lot of our big plays have just been breaking tackles as opposed to anything else. Like, we're not getting the long throws down the field where it's like a foot race to the end zone. But like, the strength is really showing out here for our team so far. Plus, having a little bit of speed with the receivers also helps. McCain breaks another few tackles, gets a gain of 5. That one was bobbled and nearly intercepted as it went straight to the defender, but wasn't quite there. McCain going out for a pass, gets close to the 5. Here goes Wagner again. I don't think he's going to make the end zone on this one, but gets closer to the goal line. There's Zamort in the end zone for another passing score. We're up by 2 possessions here with 33 seconds to go in the third quarter. Los Angeles is going to drive down the field. Scores, but misses the 2-point conversion, so we still have a 2-possession lead at 9 points. There's McCain on the little out route. Gets past the first down marker. We're inside the 30 with a little over a minute to go. Ficken fumbles the ball again. Let's get a look there at the replay. A struggle, and then the ball pops out after the original completion. Los Angeles scores as time expires, misses the conversion attempt, wouldn't mattered anyway. We win by a score of 21-18, but so far those 2 fumbles by Ficken are a little bit concerning. Zettel was on point though. Go ahead and praise the coach since Zettel's already full with morale. But yeah, that one fumble actually didn't do too much to Ficken's rating for the match, a 9 out of 10. Only 14 XP though. Let's get a look here. He's halfway to leveling up to level 2. The first thing I'm going to do is improve his strength so he holds on to the football. That's the biggest thing. Like, his strength is about as low as you can go right now. So we do have a few more defensive coordinators here in the staff shop, or whatever you want to call it. Kappa still being the best of the bunch, but a couple of the other guys are new. As we near the trade deadline, I might also keep an eye on some of my defensive players, since it takes into account like how many stars a player is. So like Lodge is our weak spot right now, and you know, he's only going to grow to about 3.5 stars anyhow. Plus, with the full roster we have at 12 players, we're going to have a first-round draft pick next year. We could use that towards another defensive player that might be better potential. We'll see. Madison was out throwing a party. We're going to have to find him. Sorry, bud. Our last game will be against Florida, who is 0-3 to start the year. Let's see if we're able to continue our win streak, as Madison goes up for the catch on that one. Goes vertical. They're not going to show the replay, though. There's Zamort. The little 2-yard route is able to run past the defender, get a first down. We have both our receivers converging right there. That's going to be another first down. But yeah, so far so good for Extreme. Our offense has been performing. Defense has been exceeding expectations so far. We'll see if that continues the entire season. But I mean, I guess if I'm playing 5-star defenses again, that much I'm used to. It's just finding that level of like consistency with the offense where we can score every possession, because there might be that one game where it's a shootout. There's Ficken for the touchdown. That'll help him quite a bit with his development. And we're up 7-0 early. Interception. Good job by the defense there. I mean, maybe just having 5 defensive players helps. I know the little post I read says as long as you have 3. McCain fumbles the football. That's a new one. Ball popped out very badly. Florida deep in their own half. They didn't get the touch, or did they get the touchback? I guess it doesn't matter. So they go down the field. Held to just a field goal, thankfully. McCain somehow makes the catch on that one. We had 3 guys converging, plus once the ball got tipped, Florida had a couple guys there that could have made an interception for all we know. Not quite a first down, so it's going to be a 3rd and inches. See if we can run this up the gut with McCain. He does not get there. We might have to go for it on 4th down. Dives forward for the 1st down, gain of a couple, and now we have about 40 seconds to try and get a touchdown. I noticed that the defenders are covering the streak patterns pretty well, which, you know, we can just kind of throw it behind them, and the receiver will come back for it, which will get us a gain of about 10. So we're not getting the big plays, but we're getting the significant chunks of yardage. That one was a little bit too long for Zamort there. So 3rd down. Everybody's going for a streak pattern. Oh, no. Well, it's going to be a 4th down anyway, but with 4 seconds and 20 yards out, we're just going to go ahead and kick a field goal. This is going to be Pinter's longest of the season so far. From 35 is good. And we take a 10-3 halftime lead. Florida ties it right back up on their first possession of the 2nd half. Now it's up to our offense to drive down the field. Hopefully not put the ball on the ground. Again, we've had about one of those per game. So that might just be the case, is like our strength is kind of low, or the extreme is forcing more fumbles since they have the higher strength on defense. Maybe we just need to be smart and go out of bounds whenever necessary. Nice little 20-yard gain there by McCain. Throw the ball his way again on 1st down. And it gets us inside the 30. Madison's open deep. I almost said Madden, because I've been thinking about John Madden lately. Zamort, not quite 1st down yardage, but gets us close to the 5. See if we can get him again this play. Yes, sir. Right to the corner of the end zone, inside the pylon. That is a touchdown just before the 3rd quarter expires. Pinter doinks that one off the upright, but it goes in, so we're up by 7. Florida stalls. We have a chance to put this one away in the 4th quarter if we can get hopefully a touchdown, but even a field goal would help at this stage in the game. McCain with a gain of 10. Ficken inside the 10. And here we are. We're in touchdown range. I'm going to switch up the play on this one, actually. Madison. Oh, goodness. I read the route wrong. I think I was reading Ficken's route, but he's still able to jump up and make the catch for a gain of about 6. And McCain will punch this one in from the 3-yard line with just over a minute to go. I doubt Florida will be able to score twice. They'd have to get the onside kick and score on both possessions. Quarterback throws it with no time remaining for a touchdown. Extra point or the conversion misses, but regardless, we win by a score of 24-16, move to 4-0 on the season. We've got a strong division right now. Albuquerque at 4-0. Vegas and Los Angeles are 3-1. I think both of those losses are probably divisional matchups. But we're undefeated. We've won all 4 games on Extreme so far, and we're very much in the thick of the playoff race. I'm going to praise the team to raise some morale here, and Zamort will level up on this one. Let's give him a little bit more stamina. Ficken's getting closer to leveling up, but not quite there. Before the video ends, I'm just going to upgrade some of my facilities, which will kind of help out with the overall morale and recovery, rehab of the players. So might pay some dividends as we get later on into the season. I'll continue to keep an eye on the staff hires to see if we get any coordinators above 3.5 stars. But that'll do it for this episode. We found some success on Extreme, which is, again, the first time I've ever done Extreme in any franchise. It's been going well so far, but we'll see how the rest of the season goes. Next episode will bring us to the halfway point in the season. We'll go over the trade deadline if we have any options there. But for now, this has been Kasabe for Retro Bowl, and we will see you in the next edition of Season 2.